Welcome back to another weekly meal prep where I spend a few hours in the kitchen to make the rest of our week feel a little less chaotic. We're currently a family of 2 adults and 1 very hungry toddler. I will soon be welcoming our second little boy into the family, so anything that I can prep ahead to make life feel a little easier, I am doing. I feel like whenever I stay on top of meal prep, our whole week just runs so much smoother. Especially being pregnant with a toddler, anything that makes life feel even slightly easier, I am all for it. The very first thing that I always do is prep all of my fruit and veggies for the week. I swear this makes the biggest difference because everything is already washed, chopped, and ready to grab, so we actually eat it instead of it sitting forgotten in the fridge. I really like using the Koala Eco Fruit and Veg Wash for this. I have been using it for years and I genuinely feel like it keeps everything fresher for so much longer. This pregnancy, I have been obsessed with salad rolls. Prepped all of our salad ingredients into this container that I got from Amazon. I have linked that into my storefront as well. It's honestly been the best thing because Josh and I can just make fresh rolls as we go instead of prepping them ahead and having them go soggy in the fridge. Also, having a food processor that also cuts and slices for you is an absolute game changer. The next thing that I made are these choc berry overnight oats with chia jam. I usually try and make a chia jam once a week because Parker loves it on toast, yogurts, or crackers, but adding it to overnight oats has been absolutely elite. I love having breakfast prep because I feel like it sets the tone for the whole day and it makes mornings just feel so much less chaotic. The chia jam is also so easy to whip up. I just get some frozen berries. It can be blueberries, raspberries, mixed berries, strawberries, literally whatever you've got. And then I just add chia seeds and some maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness and then heat it over a low heat on the stove. And then you've got the yummiest jam that you can eat on pretty much anything. These are actually pretty big serves too, so Parker and I normally share one each morning and we both absolutely devour it. The next thing that I made are these healthier Nutella bliss balls, and oh my goodness, Parker is absolutely obsessed with these. There's actually no Nutella as such in them, but the roasted hazelnuts and cacao powder give them that chocolatey hazelnut flavor and they taste so good. They're such a great little grab and go snack to keep in the fridge, and they've got really filling ingredients in them too, so they actually keep you full for ages instead of being just a quick sugar hit. Next, I made these zucchini, bacon, and semi-dried tomato mini quiches, and these were honestly incredible. These would actually be so good for entertaining too, but they also make the best lunches or snacks during the week. I added cottage cheese into mine for a little bit of extra protein. I think next time I might add a little bit of feta as well because I think that they would be absolutely delicious. But Parker absolutely loved these as they were and he kept asking for more, which honestly surprised me because he's usually really hit and miss with eggs. And then finally, I made these Greek yogurt banana muffins with a Biscoff swirl. I actually had some leftover Greek yogurt and bananas that desperately needed using up, so I whipped these together and I already know that I will be making these again. They're super soft, fluffy, and not overly sweet, which I really liked. I used maple syrup for these, which I think worked perfectly. I feel like the Biscoff swirl on top makes them feel a little bit cheeky and extra delicious. I even think Nutella on top would be so good as well if you're not the biggest fan of Biscoff. I ended up freezing half of those for chaotic days because future me will always say thank you. But if you're looking for realistic family meal prep, toddler snack ideas, and easy recipes that will actually fit into busy mum life, feel free to follow along.